Again, I say what? Rejoice. What you don't have, you will have it. It's an error to be in the hospital bed while the promotion letter is coming. I didn't have visa, I don't have visa. Now you look like a sadist. America did not give me, Britain did not give me, Germany did not give me. What have I done? Maybe God does not want you to travel. At least for now. But you will travel. Maybe God sees it that you are about just to go down to Egypt. And he's telling the counselor to tell you not to go down. So, by how? Refusal. It was only said, go not down to Egypt. Tarry in the land because I will bless you. Why did God tell Isaac not to go down to Egypt? He was telling him not to go down to Egypt because he promised Abraham. He said, I will give this land to your seed. I will give this land to your seed. Now, the seed that Abraham had wants to leave the land that God promised Abraham. Where are you going? Talk to your neighbor, say, where are you going? And you want to leave. But God said, I will give this land to your seed. And immediately you leave, something else take over. Because no place can be empty. Again, he began to write, rejoice. Who was writing? A prisoner in prison. It was only in a structural imprisonment. In a structural prison. But the people he was writing to were in emotional imprisonment. So we realize that someone with emotional imprisonment can never write to someone in a structural prison. So that means the first I mentioned, I want to say imprisonment is good. It's not good. But Apostle Paul demonstrated it to us and make us to understand that our situation, our circumstance. What is circumstance? Circumstance is from a Latin and Greek word which means circumstand. The cycle to which I stand. Am I communicating here? Circumstance, circle, I stand. So, but you can break out of the cycle. They put you in the cycle, you will tell yourself, this cycle enough is. Come out of the cycle. Nobody is making it out in your family. Come out of the cycle. The environment told you you can't make it. Come out of the cycle. Your friends told you you can't. Listen to me. What did I see? Jesus saw a man who was blind. What did he do? He heard him. He led him out of the city. I asked God, why was he? God said he had to lead him out of his friends. He has to take him out of the environment. He has to take him out of his family. Sometimes before God can do something with you, he will take you out of those you know. He had to take him. He separated him because he knows that this man is about to enter a workshop. So he led him out of his relations. Say, because I want to give you a brand new vision. And when he got there, he touched the man. And he said, do you see? He said, I see men like trees. Now, if it was in the midst of his friends, they say, oh boy, forget it. You never see. You have not seen anything. You say, you go buy which car. Sit down there. They would have killed the man's vision again. At least it's good now that he can see men like tree. At least he can see. But there are people that when you tell that you can see something, they say, no lie, you are not seeing. You can make it, they say you can't make it. You want to do, they say, who you? Sit down, you cannot. So sometimes God leads us out of them. Looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith. Don't ever allow anyone. Hey, we are living in the same company. I met him in that church, and I greeted him, he didn't answer me. God did not say you to look up to him. He said, look up to me. Hebrews chapter 12. Am I communicating? Looking up to Jesus, the author and what? Verse 2, he says, for the joy that was set ahead of him. Now, you need to know who you are looking up to. If you keep looking up to men, disappointment. Disappointment because it's man. It's man. When a man is void of joy, he will sell what he has to people. Are you all listening to what I'm saying? Let me explain one thing. Why I say you should not lose your joy. Don't lose your joy because, one, hear me. No matter the makeup you make, if you are void of joy, the makeup will make you down. So your greatest asset, your greatest investment is not in the makeup. Your greatest investment should be in your heart to protect your joy. Because immediately you live in frustration. Why was Joseph dreaming? Joseph had a dream. His brothers hated him. When they hated him, he went to sleep. He came back with another dream. And he said, I have another dream. You know why? Joseph kept his joy. They are pursuing me in my dreams. Sometimes could just be as a result of your state of mind. I'm not saying in all cases. They are always pursuing me. People hate me. Who will like a frustrated person? So the first arrow this morning, the first arrow is what? The first arrow is what? The next arrow is in verse 6. Relax. The second arrow is what? Relax. So the first arrow is rejoice. The second arrow is what? It's in verse 6 and 7. Watch now. He said, be careful for nothing. Be careful for nothing. In other words, relax. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be known unto God. And the God of peace, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts. Am I communicating here? And minds through Jesus Christ. So the second arrow is what? Relax. Relax does not mean you will not work. So don't live here and go and relax on Monday. Am I communicating? They say, what are you doing? Pastor said we should relax today. May you not eat hunger as food. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So the next arrow is relax. 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 If you relax, you have no reason to tell somebody, check my BP. You have no reason to buy any machine of BP. You have no reason to say, I have not checked my BP for this month. Lack of relaxation is what leads to that. So let me tell you, when you have your joy, you will have your sleep. If your joy is there, you see yourself, you don't need Valium to sleep. You don't need nothing to sleep.